As you see, the AICA Congress has big ambition. Not only do we make you climb mountains, well, at least some of you, or I have to say not myself, I am not that brave, but we are not simply trying to deliver an academic conference, but to do, as Juri and Marek have outlined, to lay the foundations for encounters, for intercultural and transnational dialogue between peoples and between intellectual worlds. So we are, again, very delighted this time that we have funding from the Getty Foundation to welcome 10 speakers from different parts of the world under their patronage. The next program for conferences, I'll mention that just now before I talk specifically about here in Košice. We hope our next conference in 2014 will be in Korea, and we're delighted that our colleagues from Korea are with us. In 2015, it's possible that we will have our congress in Sweden. In 2016 in Cuba, and possibly, and this is a very exciting, again, transcultural project in the US with a project in under the umbrella of a project in Los Angeles, LA, which will be Los Angeles and Latin America. So you can see this really extraordinary ambition to engage with different parts of the world, both on a personal and a humanitarian level, but also on an intellectual level. I personally, I find being here reviving, and I won't go into exactly why, but I come from a regional city, and Košice, for me, not only has it a very beautiful historic part of the city, but there is a sense of new beginnings, of what the director of Košice, Capital of Culture, Vladimir Beskid, talks about as a process of oxidization, which I think brings us into the sort of metaphor of an astrophysics metaphor, of which Jörg and his colleagues have developed as a theme for this Congress, white places, black holes. I understand it translates very badly into French, which means absolutely nothing in French. But certainly in English, it's rich with metaphorical resonance. And I really anticipate the speakers unpacking the metaphor of white places, black holes, which is not, for me, the idea so much as center and periphery, but of new beginnings. As our colleague from Poland, Andrzej Szczecki, says, white places in astrophysics points to new universes, new worlds, and new knowledge. I think this was very much brought home to me already when last night we visited the studio of the late Jan Matthijs, and later the book launch of a collection of texts on Košice modernism from the 1920s, all of which was very new to me, although Jan Matthijs' exhibition was in London recently. So white places, rather like reserved spaces in painting, throw into focus, much sharper focus, the wider field, not only, in this case, Central Europe and Eastern Europe, but much wider implications in terms of not only art, but also cultural, social, and political contexts. So I think we're delighted to be here and to welcome you all. And I look forward very much to welcoming and to hearing all our speakers for the next 2 or 3 days. Thank you.